March blue moon, when to see the 2 full moons in March 2018. Sky watchers will once again get a rare opportunity to see 2 full moons during the same calendar month. This phenomenon occurred in January 2018, and it's happening all over again in March 2018, thanks to the not-so-circular lunar orbit and the short month of February. If you happen to be looking for a full moon in February, you were out of luck. Because the last full moon, a blue moon, appeared on January 31st and there are only 28 days in February. The next full moon will be shining in the night sky on Thursday, March 1st, skipping over the second month of the year. Here are some facts about the 2 full moons in March, their traditional nicknames and when to see them in the sky. When to see the first full moon in March. If you live in the northern hemisphere, the full moon on March 1st will be the last full moon of the winter season, which officially ends on March 20th, when spring arrives at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time. If you live in the southern hemisphere, the upcoming full moon will be the final full moon of the summer season. The full moon on Thursday, March 1st, will rise in the eastern sky at 5:33 p.m. in New York City. It will set at 7 a.m. on Friday, March 2nd. When to see the second full moon in March. The blue moon on Saturday, March 31st, will rise in the eastern sky at 5:33 p.m. in New York City. It will set at 7:34 a.m. on Sunday, April 1st. What is a full worm moon? Each year, the March full moon is known by its old nickname, the worm moon, derived from Native American tribes who tracked each season by paying attention to the full moon cycles. How did they come up with this nickname? According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, at the time of this moon, the ground begins to soften enough for earthworm casts to reappear, inviting the return of robins and migrating birds, a true sign of spring. Roots start to push their way up through the soil, and the earth experiences a rebirth as it awakens from its winter slumber. Other nicknames for the March full moon. As is the case with every month, March has multiple nicknames for its full moon. Even though the full worm moon is the most common, some native tribes call this month's full moon the sap moon. That's a reference to the time of year when maple sap begins to flow and the annual tapping of maple trees begins, the Old Farmer's Almanac notes. Since this March has 2 full moons, the first one will be called the worm moon and the second one will be called the sap moon in addition to being called a blue moon. What is a blue moon? When 2 full moons appear during the same calendar month, the second moon is commonly known as a blue moon. The nickname is believed to date back to an Old English expression that means rare. Even though blue moons appear an average of once every 2 to 3 years, 2018 is a very rare year, with 2 blue moons occurring just 2 months apart, in January and in March. All because February had no full moon. The last time our planet had no full moon in February was in 1999, according to Sky and Telescope magazine. Prior to that, it happened in 1980. The next time this rare lunar cycle will occur, after February 2018, is in February 2037.